Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect today. Ooh, let me just make sure this is live. There we go. I don't really know what to expect today. I imagine since they actually are doing a direct, they must have at least one or two spin-off games to announce. There's no way they're going to announce a new mainline, including remake game today. Like that just doesn't make sense. Sword Shield is way too new. Um, I wonder if this is a place that they would talk about Pokemon Sleep, or they might talk about Pokemon Home because that one's a little more game related. Admittedly, I know nothing about Pokemon Sleep, so hey, we will see. But I do feel like Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Home verge a little bit more on like the Pokemon Company content that like they would cover in their own YouTube content. Um, that it is a proper Nintendo Direct makes me think we're gonna get stuff more aligned with like Switch content nowadays. But I don't know. We'll see. Will there be a new mystery dungeon? Maybe. Will there be a new Pokemon Snap? Maybe not. Maybe not. Uh, has Liam put out any Kingdom Hearts 3 videos since he finished the game? I do not believe I have. So yeah, after this we're gonna stream Kingdom Hearts 3. We're gonna be doing the secret last boss and the secret reports that I have not touched because I said one day we would do them, and with Remind right around the corner, today is that day. We have a capped out Sora with Ultima Weapon, so it should go well, and then Death Stranding afterwards, which should also be a nice time. I wish my webcam would appreciate my chair more and just make it disappear. I covered it in green screen, it's not helping. Anyway, I am super curious as to like what spin-offs are getting announced because I refuse to believe that there aren't going to be new game announcements, and I kind of just have no idea what we're gonna see in that regard. Pokemon is known for having a lot of eclectic side games and spin-offs, be it the tactics game with Koei Tecmo or the fighting game with Bandai Namco. Like they've done a lot of really elaborate ones as well. So again, I don't want to set my hopes too high, but I do know that like when we're talking Pokemon spin-offs, it could be anything. It could be any genre, anything at all. So I'm super keen to see what we get, but I have no idea. Are you up to date on Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key? Ooh, nope. Nope, but I'm probably gonna have to with Remind, well, when Remind is coming out. Maybe we'll have to do that like during the first Remind stream or something like that. No, I'm not up to date. I was like playing Kingdom Hearts 3 the other day, just getting myself to a point where like all I was missing was the last boss, or the last secret boss, and which is mostly finishing the Frozen Slider minigame, and I was like, how do you play this? What is Kingdom Hearts? Like, what are all these story elements?
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct.
Okay, let me know if the volume is a problem.
From the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast, I'd like to touch on two topics. Let's get started with the first topic.
Okay.
Have a look at the following footage.
Oh, it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, there you go. You put 2006 on the screen, it's too obvious. Is it a remake of... God, what were the originals called? It was just Blue Rescue Team, Red Rescue Team, right? Yeah, that was what it was. Oh, wow. Cool. So we're getting Blue and Red Rescue Team remakes, I suppose?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, Rescue Team DX. And it's got red and blue in the logo. There we go. Oh, I like the shader they're using for all the Pokemon. It looks really great. That like soft stroke and gentle colors. It looks really pretty. I kind of dig this look. I wonder how many newer Pokemon they've added.
Pokemon
Well, they showed Y-form
Rescue
Charizard
Team
there,
DX.
so... Okay, cool. No complaints. So sorry, he said 2 topics. We're
It's
like
been about 15
5 seconds
years
in,
since
and
Pokemon
I guess this
Mystery
is one
Dungeon,
topic
Red Rescue Team,
coming through.
and Blue Rescue Team were released for the
Oh, he's got more
Nintendo
to say on
DS
it,
and
though.
Game
Okay.
Boy Advance
That's
systems
fair.
in Japan. But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title.
Cool. I played
Pokemon
Blue
Mystery
Rescue
Dungeon
Team a lot.
Rescue Team DX will be released
That was the
March
one I
6,
played the most.
2020.
Wow, so soon.
What's more, we'll release
That's
a demo version
less than
on
2 months
Nintendo
away.
eShop,
Ah,
available
demo
later
today. Cool. Hey, shoutouts
You'll
to
be able to
Pokemon
carry
Rescue
over your
Team
save
fans.
data to the full version of the
You're gonna
game
have a
once
good day
purchased,
today.
so please take this opportunity.
For
to get
some
a sample
people,
of
this
the
is an
fun.
absolute fucking megaton.
Now, for the other topic, I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you.
We're gonna talk about...
Mr. Masuda,
Sword Shield,
Mr.
then?
Omori, it's all yours.
Wow, okay, he said there was 2 topics, right? We spent like 3 minutes on that topic. So we have a fat like 15 to 17
Hello,
minutes
everyone.
left over
I'm
here.
Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and
Unless
I'm
there's a
Omori,
secret
also
thing.
from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
But
And the Galar region is a vast one. We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. Downloadable expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games,
okay, so it is
such as
actually
Pokemon
going to be
Platinum
replacing
version
the new
or
version.
Pokemon Ultra Sun
That's
and
not a bad
Pokemon
thing,
Ultra
not
Moon.
having to buy a full new version.
This expansion pass will be different from those games.
I much prefer it being in
You'll
DLC
be able
form.
to set out on new adventures using the save data you're
Yeah,
already
I
playing with.
prefer this to the alternative of having to buy Pokemon Gun.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new
T-Quick says
experiences
wait
await
until you see the price. Well, the price isn't going to be 80 Canadian dollars for the expansion pass, so
Please have a look.
I don't feel like I have to wait. I wonder if they'll, in the future, not the day this comes out obviously, but like a few years down the line, if they would release a retail version of Sword Shield with the expansion pass included. I doubt it. Yeah, I want to go to the concept art islands. Oh, there was a Marnie hairstyle in there. Could you not get that in the base game? Well, now you'll be able to. Different bike suits, good. Wow, cute design. Wow, cute design. Isle of Armor. That's a cool name. Gigantamax starters is good. To be honest, I feel like those should have been in, but hey, whatever, they're coming. Okay, so we got multiple to talk about right now, not just Isle of Armor. Okay, so now we got the Isle of, I don't know, fucking Snow Rescue or some shit. Oh yeah, the Reggies are back. Cool. I like that. Okay, no, I like that. Oh, we got new Reggies too. We got Reggie Slowpoke. Oh, look at them. They looking sharp. This is the same shot of a laptop with Pokemon 3D models on it, or whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we're repeating a little bit of footage here. Yeah, I think we did just jump back a second. Yeah, we did. I wonder what happened there. I guess we gotta watch it twice. It seems like there was a little error there. Yeah, we are still live, so... Whoever rendered out this video may have made this mistake. Unless they had a weird tech error there that I don't... Like, did someone drag back the video on VLC or something? It seems like whoever edited this video might have made a little mistake. I don't know. So, that's fine. So this Reggie Slowpoke coming up, the edge of its face made me think like Cthulhu. Like, there's like a bunch of eyes on the side of its head or something. But I don't know. Curious to see it without the scribbles on its face. I like that the birds are coming back and getting more. The birds and the Reggies, it's fun. Live says, I really hope all these returning Pokemon are free. I would think, Crown Tundra, I would think they would have to make the returning Pokemon free, just for compatibility's sake. Else when you go online, you wouldn't be able to play against those players. So... not actual game footage, so what are we looking at here? Is it Pokken 2?
What did you think of this first look? The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020, and the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020. If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion
maybe there's
Pass,
something more to that
you'll
last
be able
video.
to enjoy both as they're released. Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are two versions of the Expansion Pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions,
Oh,
and you'll
more
also
version
run into some
exclusives,
different
okay.
people and places.
That's funny.
We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one
Like, I
another
mean, that's
and
Pokemon,
working
whatever.
together.
It's fine.
Now,
Doesn't really
without
bother
further
me.
ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Mr. Tani?
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director. for
Man,
the
I like
Pokemon
that
Sword
wall behind
Expansion
him.
Pass
That
and
Pikachu
Pokemon Shield
design, that's such a
Expansion
nice
Pass.
wall. All my walls are white. Sucks.
The Isle of Armor
My
and
landlord
the
says I
Crown
can't
Tundra
paint
are in
them.
development as we speak.
No, Liam, you can't put a
So
Pikachu
today,
tail on your
we'd
wall.
like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new
Fucking
areas.
asshole landlord.
Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of Armor. This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar Dwelling there too.
Two of those bits of concept art looked really
There's a
open, and I
dojo
do hope
for
there's some
Pokemon
more
battles on this
open
island.
spaces. Because I really like the
And you'll
wild
take
area.
up an apprenticeship
I
under
really
the
think they did a
Pokemon
dope
trainer
job
who
with the
runs
wild
it.
area, and I wish there was more
This is
wide open
Mustard,
space like
who will
that
become
for
your
my
mentor.
Mustard.
He's
Nice.
also the
That's a
mentor
perfect
of
name.
Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past. You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing
Don't
with
make
the
fun of
Pokemon
Mustard,
Sword
it's a good
expansion
name.
pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a poison-type user.
Oh, okay, cool.
When playing with the Pokemon Shield expansion pass,
Fuck!
you'll be training with Avery,
Damn it!
who is a psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own.
Shield users blown the fuck out live.
Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story. Cubfu.
Okay,
It's a
here. So
fighting-type
these are
Pokemon that
the
strives to become
guys from
stronger
that
with
CG at the
single-minded
end
dedication. As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon.
there. I like this Pokemon very much, though.
Once you
Actually,
complete your training together with Cubfu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu.
that's a cool design.
Urshifu
Honestly, I
is
like
a
it.
Pokemon with two distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style
Actually,
that
different
focuses on
typing, that's
unleashing
cool.
a torrent of rapid strikes. What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form. Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles, Single Strike style
This
or
Pokemon
Rapid
looks
Strike
cool, though.
style
I
during
ain't gonna
your
hate on
adventure.
this. I think that's fucking neat.
Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its two styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online
I
battles
wonder
or
if there'll
official
be a
competitions.
hold item that you can trade to people to let them have an Urshifu in a different form.
We also
in the
want to
other
talk
version.
about Rillaboom, Cinderace,
Please
and
don't talk
Inteleon,
about Rillaboom.
final evolutions of the first three Pokemon you
Please
team up
don't.
with in the Galar region.
don't
During your
want that.
adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax. You can look forward to seeing
I like
their new
his
forms and new
Lilipad.
G-Max moves.
I suppose.
And as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is
Apricorns.
as smooth and fun as possible.
Ooh, XP charm.
There are
sounds
new
nice.
fashion items, and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike. We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
Okay, but can you play that first trailer again? I don't think I got it. Play it a third time.
Next,
That looks
I'd
nice,
like
though.
to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area,
Ooh,
which has a theme
Okay.
of exploration.
this one.
I'm
I
going
know,
to
I
show
like
you
the
the
word
information
anyway.
we have at the moment.
Yeah, I imagine this one's a lot
This
earlier in
expansion
dev,
is set in
obviously.
the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. Fitting right in with this
I wonder how
area's
many
theme of
Pokemon
exploration,
they're
there
going
will
to
be
manage
plenty
to
for
return
you to
in these two
uncover.
DLCs.
You might find a strange temple
like,
where you least expect
Again,
it, or maybe
I'm
spy
A-okay
a
with the number of
mysterious giant
Pokemon,
tree
but I know
growing in a place
a lot
that
of people
doesn't
would
seem
like
to belong.
more, so I
A
wonder how many
certain
more they're
person
going to get in.
will appoint you as the leader of their exploration
I like
team
this
in the
suit.
Crown
I
Tundra.
want that.
You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokemon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure. Legends say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a
I
never-before-told
don't
story about
associate
the
grace and
mysteries of
regality with this
Calyrex.
thing, but okay.
The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well. This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist
Oh, I
underground
like
in
that.
the Crown Tundra.
This sounds nice.
Deep inside the dens, you may
My
see
girlfriend and I
legendary
have been doing
Pokemon
stuff
from past
in
games
like max raid
Dynamaxing
battles
before
together.
your eyes.
It's been very fun.
You'll be able to meet and make allies of all
Oh,
kinds of
shit.
legendary Pokemon
Jesus.
during your adventures in the Crown Tundra,
Jesus, that lineup.
including ones you'll be able to catch through this co-op play. It also appears that some brand new legendary Pokemon are also waiting to be found somewhere in this land. And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new
Some
clothing
nice
items
looks in
will be
here.
added. Plus, there will be new battles waiting for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. We can't go into the details of everything, but we're working on planning and developing new ways to enjoy Pokemon even as we speak. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves are actually two key examples of the things we're working on.
These seem
Both
fairly
areas are in
substantial,
fact
honestly.
seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar region,
Ah,
where
cool.
players are able to move around
That's what I
freely
wanna
and
hear.
control the camera. Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and
cool.
play
This
with
is
them
very
too.
much what I want.
There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region. There's more to see and do on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra than there was even in the wild area. We'll bring you more information about them in future news reports,
Cool. I'm
so
very
please
down
stay
for
tuned.
these whole places being effectively wild area style in terms of play.
What did you think? We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass
there we
to
go.
obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown
It
Tundra.
would be
through
weird
other
if this
means,
wasn't the
such as
case,
trading.
because then the game would have to like lock you out, and
Players
it would be
will
very
also be able to
particular
bring
in a
over
lot of
Pokemon
ways.
to their game from the cloud service Pokemon Home, as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion packs.
Yeah, I'm keen for this to come out because I've got some Pokemon. burning
Pokemon
through my
Home
old
is planned to
games.
launch in February
February.
2020.
Okay, cool. I will rent
We
that for
intend
1
to
month
release even more details before then, so please
and
wait
move all
just
my
a little
Pokemon
bit
and
longer.
never use it again. But you know what? That's fine.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles.
Whoa,
in the
there's an
wild area.
Appleton? I didn't know
Face
that.
these powerful Pokemon with
I
your
feel like I
friends.
keep seeing new Gigantamax forms that I
There
never
will
knew
also
about.
be a software update
Like,
going
there's
live
many more than I
available
thought.
later today. Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara.
Damn it,
While in
God,
Pokemon
fuck,
Shield,
I
you'll
am
run into
feeling this
Avery.
hard and it hurts.
You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke
don't
that's
like
wandered
this
in
guy
from the Isle of Armor.
as much as her.
You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra. Don't forget to check it out.
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going forward. We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy. Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on
30
Nintendo
US bucks,
eShop
so
later
half
today.
the price.
You'll also be able to access.
No! I was watching that! Yeah, so it seems like they definitely had a problem with like the rendering of the video or something. Because yeah, that thing before played twice and probably chewed up the rest of the time, yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna catch the video as soon as it goes live. That's so unfortunate that they clearly had like a little problem with that. Yeah, I don't think there's any helping. $30 each. Yeah, but why would you buy both? It would be I do agree though that it would be nicer if that did support both for the psychopaths who buy and play both, but yeah, I wouldn't. It's all good, dog, quoting my "why would you buy both" and saying, "Dude, are you serious?" I'm actually serious. Like, why would you buy both? I don't know. For me, I don't. Anyway, sorry if that's dissing on you, but I don't know. I would only ever buy one. So anyhow, for me personally, I do prefer this to how it used to be, where it was like buy a new version of the game at full price. This is obviously a much cheaper way to do it, but also the thing that I especially prefer about it is you get to just bring over your character, bring over your progress. I really like that I'm not going to have to restart and that I'm going to be able to just continue playing my save and not have to worry about any of that. That to me is much preferred, and I don't really mind the price tag. Those two DLC items look like fairly substantial, so you know, I mean, I'm not much of a value-minded person when it comes to video games anyway. But even if I were, I feel like either of those at $15 a pop seems reasonable. Like, those don't seem like outrageous prices for expansions that seem to include all that content. Especially the second one. The second one seems to have like a sizable multiplayer component in there, and that's a big ass feature. Like, that's a lot. So I don't know. That pricing seems fine to me. I don't really have an issue with it, you know. I have more empathy for people who are like, ooh, $40 for the Kingdom Hearts 3 one. Or actually, no, sorry, it's $40 Canadian, isn't it? That one's also $30 US, so. To be honest, like, I don't really mind, like, the prices for expansions. Because to me, that's still a bazillion times better than, like, microtransactions or free-to-play shit or whatever, so. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't mind the price too much, but I hear ya if you feel like that's a little high for you. So yeah, Mystery Dungeon. Very cool that we're getting a Mystery Dungeon remake in like less than 2 months, and also a demo out today. I think that's completely awesome. I'm keen to try that demo. Okay, it looks like the video wrapped. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, so they're working on getting that trailer up right now. So we'll see. Oh, is this it? There we go. There it is.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm
Yeah, so this
Ishihara
one's
from the
fixed.
Pokemon Company.
So let me. I just want to see out of
today's
curiosity.
broadcast, I'd like to touch on two
The
topics.
thing doesn't loop here, does it?
Let's get started with the first
Two.
topic.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
Have a
loop.
look
There was
at
an
the
error
following
in there.
footage.
That was curious. Never seen something like that
We'll do our
happen
best
during a
to fill it
direct.
to the brim with
Very
adventures
unfortunate,
like
but hey, what are you
you've
gonna
never
do?
experienced before.
Have
Whether
I
you're
tried
just starting
Temtem?
with
I haven't
Pokemon
tried
Sword and
Temtem,
Pokemon
and
Shield,
I don't really
or you've done
want to
everything
try
there is to
Temtem
do,
either. Looks cool, but
we'll do our best to
it's
develop
not for me.
something that everyone can enjoy.
Stay tuned for more updates in the
which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
Liam, it's 30
You'll
USD,
also be
40
able to
KD.
access
Yeah,
Nintendo eShop
I
directly from the
imagine it's
Pokemon
42
Sword and
Canadian
Pokemon
dollars.
Shield
That
menu
seems right.
once you install the latest
fine.
update
I don't
for your
mind.
game. As a special purchase bonus, we've also prepared some clothing items that can be used starting today. Pokemon will continue to try new things in 2020 to bring fun and joy to people around the world. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, so it didn't cut off very much. Really just those, like, instant purchase exclusive things. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like the expansion. I think it looks nice. No complaints, really. I don't really have a problem with the pricing. I appreciate that it's, like, not the cheapest in the world, but it also does seem to be, like, pretty sizable. Again, I do feel like either of those... I mean, at a glance, obviously, like, I don't actually know the details, you know, like, if Island of Armor ends up being, like, 1 hour long, then, you know, maybe I would revisit these thoughts, but I don't know, they don't seem that small, you know, so $15 a piece on those doesn't seem like a problem to me. I do agree with some people in the chat, though. It would have been nice if the expansion pass would have included it for, like, both Sword and Shield simultaneously for the psychos who do buy both versions, so that, yeah, you wouldn't need to buy both expansion passes, especially since the content seems to overlap, like, well, seems to mostly overlap, with the only exception being, like, version exclusive Pokemon. That is a shame. I think that would have been nice, yeah, if both of them were included in the expansion pass price. But I don't know. It's fine. How bad do you feel about getting Shield? You know, Melanie makes me feel real good, but this fucking bozo, and he looks good, but just not as good as the Poison rival. Like, boy, I don't think so. So, hang on, let me just read something. It's all good, dog. The only version exclusive stuff in the DLC seems to be Pokemon and the rival trainer. The expansions are on both versions. It's not one version, one expansion. So yeah. Let me go. Give me 1 sec, and I'm gonna grab my Switch, and if that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon demo's up, then maybe we can jump into that for a hot minute. And then we can do Kingdom Hearts after that. I'll see if it's up yet. Why are they splitting the expansion pass into 2 logos then? Because it's two major content drops. Like, they're gonna be 2 major product releases, you know, June and fall, whenever that was. So, like, having a different logo for each one makes a lot of sense, actually. So, yeah, no, they are not split. You do get both expansions in both versions of the game. So, because yes, I do strongly agree. If it was armor only in Sword and the other Snow one only in Shield, yeah, that would be garbage. But no, you do get both in both games. So, okay. Soulshine says, "Quit bullying me. I already know I have a problem for buying both. What more do you want from me, lol?" Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry if that came across bullyish, but I don't know. I have always been privileged enough to have people around me who have the other versions of the game, so I have never felt the need to buy both versions. Like, when XY came out, my girlfriend bought the other one. When Sun Moon came out, neither of us gave a shit. I bought Sun, but she didn't. I barely played it, and she didn't buy in. When Let's Go came out, we bought the alternate versions. When this came out, we bought the alternate versions. And when I was a kid, I always had a buddy who would play Pokemon on the bus all the time. Even though he went to a different school, we would always play together, and we would always buy the alternating versions. I've been very fortunate in that regard. So for me, I've never, ever had the compulsion to buy both. But I guess if you didn't have that, then there may be more reason. Are you going to upload the vid this stream at least? Yeah, everything's going to be up. So don't worry. If you got to bounce, the Kingdom Hearts stuff will go up. Everything's going to go up. Don't even worry about it. How was the Direct? The Direct I thought it was nice. I think it gave me what I was looking for. Cool expansion announced and meaningful Sword Shield updates. I do think those are pretty meaty looking. So I'm pleased with those, honestly. Can't you just use your girlfriend's card on your Switch? I mean, if I ever wanted to, but I don't. Like, why would I want to play the Poison rival? But then I'd have to restart. I'd have to start again from the beginning. I value playing as my character more than getting the cool rival, you know? So Like, I mean, it'd be one thing if this version's was like this guy and Shield Sword was like we've included Virgil from the Devil May Cry series. Then yeah, you know, maybe I would restart in Pokemon Sword to get to fight Virgil from the Devil May Cry series as my rival. But like, given, you know, the two characters are as they are, like, no, I'm gonna stick with my character. That's just gonna be that. So March's FF7 returns remake month. What are they thinking? Well, I do think what they're thinking is a lot of Switch users who don't have PS4s aren't going to be able to buy FF7 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But also, I mean, whatever. Like, the Pokemon games have huge tails. The Mystery Dungeon is going to be selling all the way through the year really well, and probably into years ahead. So I don't think it matters too much that it's that same month. So, launching, like, if you were launching a JRPG on PS4 alongside FF7, then I think it's a different situation. But on Switch, I think you're fine, especially if you're Pokemon. I mean, you're Pokemon, you know. So, okay, let me go eyeball my Switch real quick, and then I'll be right back. You know what? I'll just bring my Switch in here. I got a Switch Lite over the holidays, which I gotta say I'm really enjoying. I like the form factor a lot. So using my regular Switch now to look for this demo feels weird. It feels like I'm playing on a Switch XL. Oh yeah, here's the demo. Download demo. How big are you? $14 minutes remaining. 10 minutes remaining. Okay, maybe we can visit this after Kingdom Hearts instead of Death Stranding then. That'll be a slightly different stream, but you know what? That's fine. We got new games to play today, so maybe that's more worthwhile.